Yeah, we're on now.
Hey.
Here we
Bobby
go.
LeBlanc and Jay Helford. Which one am I? I want to be Cotton for a while. Can I be
okay,
Cotton?
and I'm going to be Toupee.
Okay, cool. We're going to switch identities.
Can we switch bankrolls?
Maybe I might switch lives for you for one day, man. Huh? You know what I used to say? If I had your bankroll, I'd burn mine.
I just want to follow you around the Philippines and get your rejects.
Well, you should come with me sometime. I've been inviting you for 10 years.
I know, and I think about it all the time, believe me.
Bobby, I'm going to tell you one thing. If you go with me once, you will go back.
I know.
I guarantee you. Well, you know what's nice? Because I've been to Thailand and Taiwan and all those other places over there, Japan and everything like that, and Korea. But in the Philippines, they speak English. It makes it so much easier. Everybody that's got any kind of education at all is conversant in English. Now, they don't speak fluently, but they can.
No, but that's where you and I are different. I want a woman that can't speak a word of English. I don't want to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got no desire to have any communication. I was married to that Mexican stripper when I was 15.
Yeah.
We were together for a year, never had an argument.
Yeah. Well,
she couldn't speak a word of English, and I couldn't speak no Spanish. We had no problem.
Well, listen, over there, if you tell them you don't want them to talk, they won't talk.
They won't. Oh, yeah. So.
All they want you to do is treat them good. Anyway, let's see.
Look at these balls, how they broke. 9 ball. Look at these balls.
Oh, wait. Let me tell you something, Bobby.
3, 6, 9.
When we're going to watch 9 ball for the next 3 days, you're going to see nothing but soft breaks. Everybody breaks like Corey Deuel.
No, really.
I'm serious. What do you see Skyler break? Just wait till you see the next break. Skyler's going to try and make this 1-inch. Here comes the 2-9 for the first game. We're racing to 9. You recognize Skyler Woodward. He's going to be back later in the finals of the 10 ball. That tall guy.
He missed it.
Oh, my goodness. How did he miss that ball? Skyler, wake up. You know, that's overconfidence there.
Yeah, you would have believed. It's early, though.
You know what he did? He didn't take a moment to line it up.
Yeah.
He just, assumed he was going to make it.
Yep.
He should have pointed.
He hit, yeah. Don't start that. I was talking to them girls about that while I'm telling you. That point and stuff.
I'm going to tell Skyler, I said, why didn't you point at that ball, man?
I've played people like that and just rubs me the wrong way. He's kicking. He got a kick here.
No, he's jumping this one.
He's
jumping to make it.
Oh, yeah, he's got the jumper out.
Yeah, you and I'd be kicking 2 rails behind it, but he's jumping.
No, he's jumping.
You know, this is Brian Reich. He's a good player.
He
beat Jason Klatt in the
Where's
first round.
Anybody know where he's from?
You know, I don't really know where his hometown is.
Yeah,
well,
he
didn't look too good there.
I'm going to put that jump cue up. He didn't even get over the ball.
Well, let's see, Skyler, if you can atone for that mistake you just made and run these balls. Skyler is a very confident pool player these days.
He's hanging. The 6 goes by the 7. I mean,
yeah. Shouldn't be any problem.
You can't get out from here, you better get a job. Well, I can tell you.
Well, you know what Keith used to say, if you can't get out, you're going to be sleeping in the street.
If you can't get out, don't get in.
Let's see. He went above it. He went above the ball. That'll work. Just roll forward. Skyler's playing faster and faster these days. He might be in the speed pool tournaments pretty soon.
I remember they used to have that speed pool on TV. I used to get sick when I used to watch it. Mosconi was flipping over in his coffin.
Meanwhile, none of those guys could even compare with Lou Butera because he could play fast and play good.
Yeah, he was on the natural doing that. He wasn't even trying to play
We've
fast.
had a few. Luke Salvas played real fast like that. Tony Drago.
I don't like it.
Those 3 guys I know that played fast and also played good. They made balls. I don't know if you knew Luke Salvas. You must know Luke.
I don't know. I don't know him personally, but I know you're talking about.
He could play good. Don't worry. And so could Tony Drago.
We'll see what he does here.
Watch this break. Watch this break. It's a bunt. Oh, yeah. You know what? He hit him much harder than he had been practicing. He decided to lay into it.
One ball went straight. How does the ball go straight in the corner when the tangent line's hitting up on the side rail? I don't understand it. How's that doing that?
These guys got it all figured out.
There's nothing to figure out. I mean, the tangent line's going to the side rail. How is the ball going straight in the hole? Let's
see. Let's wait till the next break.
All right. Because to make the ball go forward, the object ball go forward, you got to hit the cue ball downward.
Right.
It's just the opposite. And he didn't. So I don't know how he does it. He's got to shoot the combination here. I don't think this ball goes by there. Good shot there.
Well done.
Yeah, hit that ball good, didn't he?
There's such a huge difference in knowledge between these good men players and the women players. Unless you start seeing the best women players, but
look what he did.
There's a big jump up here.
He's going to run right into the 7.
Right. He's all right. Well, as long as he comes off the top side of that 7 ball.
Yeah, there's a million pockets to shoot the 5.
Exactly. Man. Well, he got a little bit funny here.
It goes on the side.
He may shoot this 5-9.
No.
I'm telling you that the 5 doesn't go.
I think it does.
It does not. He may shoot the. You'll either shoot
the 5-9.
It
doesn't. Look, you can see from here. You can't tell from here. No, it don't go.
He's thinking about shooting the 5 up in the corner.
Yeah.
He managed to get tough on it.
And he'll shoot 6 in the adjacent corner.
Yeah.
The 7, I mean. I think. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, what he's doing is missing. If he plays like this guy might beat him. He got a little careless that game. Got careless with that shape on the 4 ball.
Strange he didn't get out from there.
The balls don't fall down automatically. You got to do it. Meanwhile, this guy Brian, this big, long, tall Brian, is going to take his time and do the right thing. You see that little 9 in the middle of the bottom of your screen here? That's what the race is. This is a race to 9. Next match up is the semifinal match in the men's 10 ball. Billy Thorpe and Justin Bergman will be playing.
That's going to be a good one.
That's right. And the winner's going to go against Skyler Woodward. We had a couple dozen more players in this tournament than we did in the 10 ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 97. First prize, the 10 ball first prize $3,800. First prize in the 9 ball is $4,100. I suspect with the field they get in the 8 ball, first prize is going to be like $5,000 in the 8 ball. There's a little extra money for the top all-around player too, like $1,500.
You eat that bologna sandwich?
Not yet. You want some?
No, I don't eat it.
I saved it for you.
This guy here, I'll tell you what, his vibe, he looks pretty relaxed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's comfortable.
He doesn't look all, he's like not rushing nothing. He looks relaxed.
Well, that's because he's probably got a bank account and a job.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I worked one time in my life. I worked for LA Style Magazine for like 8 months.
What'd you do?
I was in charge of like about 200 stores, making sure they got magazines in the stores and kept track of the money they owed, blah, blah.
You had a good job, man.
Tell you, man, I loved every. And here's how funny it is. Like for years, all the pool players, anybody that works is a sucker, blah. I said, let me tell you something. I never been so happy and had that job in L.A. doing that. Didn't make much money, but it paid my bills. I didn't have to worry about.
How'd you get that job, man? Your girl?
No, I which was, well, what happened was is the reason I even considered doing it is I just left Florida, and I beat this one guy playing one pocket and 9-ball on the pool room.
Yeah.
And he threw the chalk at my face, missed me. And then about 3 games later, he threw the cue ball at my head like 1,000 miles an hour.
Wow.
And it whizzed over my head and barely missed me.
Wow.
Would have killed me.
Yeah, I guess.
And then the guy says, I quit him. I quit. I said, I'm done, dude.
Yeah.
I was probably 400 winner. He says, well, you want to play tomorrow? I said, yes, I'll meet you here tomorrow. I'm like, right.
You got the hell out of there.
I got out of Dodge, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's when I was with Jan. I said, let's go to California. And that's when I decided to do something different. Got sick of, But the job was like a vacation, buddy. I'm telling you, it was sweet.
But you also ran tournaments for that National Grill, didn't
I did
you?
that for 15 years.
Yeah, that's what I
in
thought.
pool leagues,
Yeah.
which was a good gig.
Yeah. You did that with, what was your girlfriend's name then?
Jeannie.
Jeannie.
I was
Didn't her
married.
family have an interest in those clubs?
No. We were married.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah,
You were married quite a while to her then.
a long time.
Meanwhile, Brian got himself a little trouble here. He got that 2-ball over by the side rail where it just won't go.
No, it won't.
It's not going to go on the side. He's going to have to come up with another solution. Is he trying to make that ball? He did. Wow. Brian proved me wrong.
And look at this. Got an angle to go right into the 4.
This guy's getting out this rack from nowhere.
He needs to try to split these balls if possible. Oh, no, he just hit him. If he
we've been talking, but I've been watching this guy play, and this has been a really tricky run out. He's got Skyler's attention, I know that.
Nice shot there.
Yeah. It's a little tough with that ball right on the rail and the cue ball at a little bit of an angle. You got to hit this ball perfect down past that side pocket.
He should hit this ball and just go right into the 7. Oh, he's playing safe.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. Nice shot. Those are the shots that win games.
I like it.
Well, it's actually, the 4-ball's a pretty big ball for Skyler to hit because it's close to the rail.
He'd like to let it 6 inches, off the rail.
Yeah.
Got a little too close.
Yeah, tuck it up there behind the 6 and the 9 would have been good. Skyler will hit the ball, and he might get lucky. I put a little bit of a good hit on this. Look at that. Look at that. Nice shot, Skyler. But meanwhile, he's going to cut that 6 up in the corner pocket, the same one he missed the 5-ball in last game. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it because this is not an easy shot either.
No, he's got to shoot it up in the corner, and this is tough.
He's going to come around and look at it. Yeah, he knows that's the only shot he's got. He knows that's the only shot he's got. And he also remembers missing the 5-ball there minutes ago. Believe me, that weighs on your mind. He says, I got to hit this one a little better. And he did. Ooh, he missed it. He missed it twice in that pocket. You know what? He's not going to shoot that pocket anymore, Bobby. He's just going to drop that off his list. He's going to play 5-pocket pool from now on.
He missed it bad, too. Missed it in an inch.
Yeah. The only place Brian can make this ball is cross-side, and that's what he's looking at. That's a shot, my friend. And, if he banks this cross-side and banks it high, it'll hit off the 7 and go in.
You got to call the balls in this?
Yeah. You can't luck them in. At least I think so, as far as I know. Maybe. Well, you know what? 9-ball. Maybe. I don't know if you have to. Oh, yeah. Good shot. I didn't think he could see enough of it. Good shot. No, I think we're playing lucky 9-ball here. You can luck balls in. Very different than 10-ball. I got so used to looking at this monitor, I got to look at the table more because you're right. It's a whole different perception.
I'll tell you something, this guy's hitting the balls really smooth. You realize
yeah, he's got a nice stroke.
Doesn't he? Is.
Yeah, he's very comfortable. Where did Brian Reich come from? I like it when a new face appears on the scene that can play.
He hits the balls pretty damn good, is all I can tell you.
Bobby, what were we talking about before we got interrupted by a pool match?
I know, yeah.
That's funny, huh? Anyway, there's a guy that sent me a message. He said, I really like your commentary. You're very amusing. You two are very... He said, who's this Bobby guy? That's what he asked me. I said, that's Bobby LeBlanc, man. He's a good pool player. And he sent me back a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And sometimes it wiggles.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's when they really like it.
Yeah.
Watch this break. See? He's getting softer now. He says, I'm not going to mess around with this guy anymore. The 8-ball, the 5 got tough.
I'm just trying to figure out how the ball's going straight in. I don't get it. I don't know how it goes straight in.
What you need? Which one is it? The corner ball?
The wing ball, yeah.
It's going straight in the corner?
Tangent line's a half
right.
an inch above the pocket,
they're,
and the ball goes straight in the hole.
It's the way they're breaking. It's a soft break. Something funny happens. It's going to be hard to get on this one. This 2-ball. Look at that. He found a way to clear that 2-ball. The 2 will go past the 8. We got the perfect camera angle there. I think he could shoot the 3 in the side. Boy, Skyler, what are you doing, man? Why did he hit that ball so hard? You know he didn't have to.
I don't know why he went back and forth 4 times. He could have hit it easy.
He could have gone back and forth twice.
Once. Boom,
once.
like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, because the 4 is sitting right there. I don't know why he did that.
I mean, he just frapped that ball.
Yeah.
What we used to say? No, he framed it. He framed it. I'm not sure what that meant, but it meant he hit it really too hard. Meanwhile, I think this guy's going to take advantage. He can see the 2-ball.
Mm-hmm.
And he can come off the top of that 2-ball and come out there for the 3.
Top right and go right. Even if he hits the 9, he's still all right, I think, because the 4 is sitting out there pretty good. Just like that.
He's fine.
Perfect.
The 9-ball helped him.
Nice speed. Perfect shot.
Yeah.
Now
Skyler's going to fool around and lose this match.
The 5 doesn't go. I mean, past the 8. Can't tell. I think he can just draw straight back, can he? I can't tell from here. Yeah, he just can just draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like,
He's going to shoot the 5 in the side.
Yeah.
He's got the perfect angle. Go 1 rail, come down for the 6. He's out.
Now you see, here's what I don't get. Pool's one of the only games that you can sit right next to the table, watch world champions, watch their pattern, watch their stroke, watch their stance. You can't do that on a golf course.
Right.
And this guy has it pointed one time, and he's got a rhythm going. He's playing good. Now, why didn't that girl that played last match? Why don't she watch this and quit that pointing? Because it totally throws your rhythm off. You know, maybe 1 out of every 50.
For all we know, she's got a coach that tells her to do that to help her. But you and I both know that when you play good, you have a rhythm to your game. You've got to. Neither one of those girls ever developed any rhythm. The only time you need it is if you got to get into a certain spot that's so close to where you got to shoot by another ball or something. Bobby, I've never pointed to the table in my life, and I've been playing 50 years. No, they just don't no reason to. It's just more fun to watch. It's like you say. I think it's just for the crowd. Yeah, I mean, what are you trying to do? Show off? Show people how smart you are? It's just more fun to watch when they're not pointing. It really is. I mean, I go around and look at where I want the ball to go and stuff like that, but it doesn't help me any to point to that spot. I'm afraid I'm going to point and I'm going to be off of 3 feet. Yeah. I look like a damn fool. Well, it's 3-1, Mr. Reich. And he's breaking. There was a football quarterback with the same last name, Frank Reich. Pretty good one.
This guy's playing very relaxed, you know.
He's sneaking up on people.
He's playing very relaxed, you know. I mean,
he's staying real low key. He's not talking, not flashy.
Yeah.
He's kind of the new Donnie Mills. Remember when Donnie Mills first started coming around?
Never knew much about him.
Well, you know, he's a real good player out of Florida. He owns a big used car lot. He lost that one. I mean, Donnie was a tall, lanky guy and very deceiving. He just looked like an average guy, but man, he played good pool. Still plays good. Don't worry. If you ever see him, you'll know.
Oh, I've seen him.
Yeah, he can play. That's what this guy reminds me of. Just go about his business, no fanfare. I mean, he's a man come here to try to win. These balls are all jammed up for Skyler. There's nowhere to go with the 3. Why not shoot the 1 and come down there and bump into the 8 right now? Because you can shoot the 2 up in the corner. Well, it ain't gonna happen here. I mean, what's he playing position for? The 3-4 combination?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
You know, he's messed up 2 racks in a row, and he doesn't look quite so confident as he looked a little while ago. He was playing fast and loose, and now he's kind of slow and methodical.
Who, us?
No. That guy walked by. He's actually got a phone in his ear. You know, like I've been in a supermarket and people start talking on one of them phones. Well, you did good there. You did good. You got it open. If you cut that 3 in the side. Yeah, I've had people in a supermarket with one of them little phones that you can't even see that's just stuck in the ear. And they're talking. I think they're talking to me.
Yeah.
I say, excuse me? They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm still lost in the 80s, Bobby. Remember, the 1980s, there was no cell phones. No internet. He made it. He made it. But he got a little bit too close to his work here. Skyler is not a happy camper now.
He's making a lot of faces.
Yeah. And they're not happy ones. He'd like to find a way to keep the cue ball there behind all these balls. Let's see. Yeah, kind of like that. With his luck, it almost went in. Well,
see what
here comes the jump cue. Brian's got his jump cue out. I think it's an advantage when you're this tall to jump balls.
You'll see Mars jump the ball. Mars jumps the ball better than anybody, and he's a bad player.
Yeah.
I don't say a bad player. He's just an average player, but he jumps as good as anybody.
Right.
With a regular cue.
How's his health these days?
He's all right. And I saw him like about a month ago.
He's had some bouts. I know that.
Yeah, me and Bertone saw him at the egg place down the street from my house. I live like a mile from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's over here now.
Yeah, he lives over there.
I remember a couple years ago when he went deep in the World Series, the main event. Wait a second. Brian, you missed the whole ball, buddy. Well, this might be the opening that Skyler needs to kind of wake up. I don't see any way he can get in trouble this rack. 3-2. Skyler to break. He plays like he's in a hurry to go somewhere.
A big game there for Sky to win.
I'm going to watch his break a little more closely.
See which ball goes straight in. I don't know how it doesn't.
When we had those U.S. Opens here last month, Corey Deuel was breaking. Bobby, it looked like a bunt. I mean, it literally looked like a bunt.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he drive like one ball to a rail.
Well, the 6 and the 3 and 6 are on the end. We'll see. I'll tell you which side he's on.
I think he's supposed to. I think he's supposed to rack the 2 and back, but it's not up to me to say. I think it's supposed to be
see
one
if the 3 goes. The 3 might go with the 6. Watch.
Three went
ball
right
goes
in.
straight. No, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Well, that angle he broke from made a difference. It changed it changed that tangent line.
I guess.
Just like you can take 2 frozen balls and throw them all different ways.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The thing about that break that he's using is you got a lot of clusters of balls. Corey broke this way, and it was so effective. I'm actually surprised he's not here. I don't know if Corey went to Turning Stone or not. This looks like it would be a better spot for Corey, though. Good shot. He did the most important thing. He held that 2 ball in front of the pocket. Didn't let it get away from him.
Good stroke.
4 on the side. He might just draw back and shoot the 5
Yeah,
up in the end.
yep.
Yeah, just like that. Nothing wrong with that. No pointing necessary.
Mm-mm. No, he's a pointer.
He learned from those girls. He was watching those girls play. Now he knows how to point. His game's a little stronger now. he added the point
Look at
to
this
his
shot,
game.
though. But look at this shot.
See what happens when you point?
Look at that.
Look
He's like a mile
Okay,
off.
everybody out there, you see what happens when you point? Everything goes crazy.
He's a mile. He's still going to make the ball, but he's not wasn't where he was pointing.
That's for sure.
Wasn't where he was pointing, but he still got out because he's a good shooter.
We're tied up, 3 games apiece. That's Brian Reich at the table. Do we have a hometown on Brian? Anybody know?
I ate well yesterday. I had a bag of raisins and yogurt chips.
I know, I seen them.
And cracker.
Yeah, you ate that whole bag too, man. That was a big bag. You're eating healthy like that, and I'm eating Hawaiian bread
and chocolate donuts.
Hey, easy, Bob. Don't snitch on me. Now I know you're a little snitch. I'm not telling you any of my secrets
Don't tell me
anymore.
nothing. It'll be all over the Facebook.
That's what I used to do. Guys say, "I'm gonna tell you a secret." They tell me secret, and I turn around and say, world.
Yeah. Look at this.
See that soft break?
Nothing went
that
either.
Little baby break? You got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it right. You know this girl coming by here now?
No. Why?
I just wonder.
She's cute.
No comment.
An easy ball to hit here. Hit that first diamond by the side pocket.
Okay.
First diamond by the side pocket. Go right in behind
Yeah.
the ball. I love kicking the balls. I learned that diamond thing. I don't know how to add and subtract it, but I know what.
That's good.
I know which ones connect.
It looks like he's going to go 2 rails, come out behind it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. I think he's going to hit it.
You know why he just about didn't hit it? He shot past that diamond.
Right, just a hair.
If he would have hit the diamond, he'd have hit it right in the back of the head.
Come out pretty good.
Yeah.
I wonder if Skyler's going to pull out a jump cue here. He's looking at it like he wants to shoot at it, but I think that 5-ball,
he's got a kick.
This is a pretty tight fit. He's trying to shoot past the 4 and past the 2 at the same time. That's a narrow opening. That's not much of a window. That's like trying to slip between the doors of a cell. Yeah. No, he couldn't hit it. He could not hit it. Ball in hand to Brian.
Well, from the 3 to the 4 is easy. You just got to get on the rail. That's the only ball that's tough.
The 3-ball?
Yeah, if he gets on the 2 and just goes on the 3, and the 3 goes by the 7. Down. I mean, he can get by the 7.
That's what he's thinking about. What's he want to do with the 3
But
ball?
he's got to get good on the 2. That's what his dilemma is.
There's our friend Mary Kaufman practicing over there.
I see her.
Look right now.
I see her. Yeah. Yeah. She got a beautiful cue, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, that Bob Daniels cue. I hit some balls with it. I don't know what the thing is with these people with these 11.5mm shafts. So they look like snooker shafts. I like that cue, but that shaft's just a little too thin.
I don't like.
I play with it.
Look what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, had ball in hand, got on the 2 like that.
That was.
I mean, I don't understand that.
I don't know what he's thinking of there.
What's he ducking?
Oh, he's gonna shoot the 2 past the 6-ball. I think down in the corner.
I cannot believe how bad he got. He got on the 2 easy to get against the rail for the 3. I don't know what he was doing there.
Maybe he wants to shoot the 2 off the 7-ball.
I know, but then the cue ball, he don't have no. There's a famous Tennessee Tarzan.
Mike Massey just breezed past our booth. He's shooting the 2 down in the end.
He's playing safe.
He missed the ball. Well, nothing worked there.
He was ducking. He wasn't trying to make it because he hit it too hard to get on the 3. But I can't believe when he shot the 1 and didn't get perfect on the 2. You know what I mean, Jay?
Yeah.
That was really.
It kind of looked like he might have been trying to make the 2 and lay the cue ball on the rail for the 3.
I don't think.
Meanwhile, Skyler's got a shot. He held that ball nice.
Can't believe when he had ball in hand on the 1, how he got that far line on the 2. Show a little weakness on that shot.
Yeah, it's going to help Skyler's confidence when he sees stuff like that. He says, well, this guy really doesn't play that good.
Yeah, I mean, he should have got out from there.
Skyler's one stroke in everything. Nine ball for the lead. We're still in a close match. Skyler's up by 1 game, and he's breaking.
Yum.
That's not fair. People walk by here eating and don't offer us anything.
She's pretty. She is. She has a very pretty face. Little blondie.
Bobby, you're taken already by a cat. You got a cat for a girlfriend.
There you go. Don't remind me.
What's your little cat's name?
Midnight.
Midnight. How old is she? 13 now?
He's 12. They're about 13.
12 or 13. Yeah, but cats can live 20 years, right?
He's just such a sweet animal. It's just ridiculous. He's like a little pit bull. He's rowdy.
He gets excited when
Watch
you
the
come
three
home,
go
right?
straight in.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even understand it.
And the other part of that shot is the one always comes up table in front of the corner.
All I can tell you, if he breaks for me, I can run a million racks in a row from there.
I guess.
I run out from here every time until you get sick of watching. Right? I mean, how can you not get out from here? Everything's hanging. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Well, Corey was doing it the last U.S. Open 9-ball. He was doing this, and he was running out every time.
Did he win the tournament?
No. He had a chance.
It's just bizarre, though, how these balls are stopping everything just straight in the hole.
What the heck? Wait a second. Oh, he's got the 4 up in the corner. That's the 5-ball. Sorry, I thought for a second that was a 3. 5 and the 3 are kind of hard to distinguish on the monitor. You got to look at the table. Wasn't Skyler already ahead 4-3? I think so. Did we get the score wrong there? Yeah, Skyler's already ahead 4-3. He's going to be 5-3.
Correct. Good.
Skyler's going to jump 2 spots here.
Yeah, you're right.
And Oscar are the only American players that are over there.
See if the 2 goes here. Yep.
Well, you know it's going. Look at this break. He made everything. He made 3 balls and has the 1 straight in the corner.
Yeah, but now it's going to be hard to get on the 3 here. He's got no angle, I don't think, to get on the 3. None.
Yeah, and the cue ball's very close to the rail. It's going to be
He
hard for him to draw the ball.
Unless he rolls past the 8, then he's got a tough shot. If he got just 1 ball's length past the 8, he could cut the 3 in.
Right.
That's hard to, that's hard to judge.
Sure,
that
very
speed.
Hard. Well, he's thinking about going farther and banking the 3. That's what he just pointed to.
And maybe playing safe. I don't think he can get there.
Now he's thinking about your way.
If he rolls too far, he can always duck. He's just got to make sure he rolls past the 8.
He's shooting. He's trying to get there. I like that. He used that 7 ball to stop the cue ball.
This ball cuts in. Just goes back and forth.
It does.
Yeah, I believe if this ball is not interfering with his bridge, he'll make this.
It's a little bit of a blood test. He just struggled a little bit the last couple games, so let's see if he can get untracked and make a good shot here.
He hit that ball really nice, Jay.
Yes, he did. He just fanned it right in there.
Didn't even come close to the rail.
Right.
He only made that one bad shot.
Right.
So far.
Yeah. He played that bad position.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, he's entitled to make a mistake here and there. As long as he doesn't make too many, he's got a chance in this match. That's what he wants. Oh,
boop, 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 boop.
He did not want to make that ball, but
no, it'd been all right. Look, the 8 straight in.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He was playing to get above it.
Oh yeah, he wasn't trying to hit it.
He doesn't have to do anything here. He just has to roll forward
Just
and
hit
tap this ball. Just nudge it. It's going to fall in, and it'll be right on the 8. Kind of like that. What's wrong with that? He actually went too far, but because now he's going to have to go down table and come back. He could have hit it even softer than that. It would have gone in. Well, it's good for a lefty. He can reach this very easily. This is to get back within 1.
I guarantee this guy's a big table player. You can tell by that long, fast stroke he's got.
Right.
You know.
He reminds me of a guy I knew years ago in L.A., Lefty Bob. You probably didn't know Lefty Bob Lamferman from Minnesota. He was a good player. It took a real good player to beat him. But he was a professional man. He was a college professor, and he got out of pool. He decided to make a good living.
You remember Bud Boole?
Sure, of course. I remember Bud Boole. You know, this guy kind of resembles Bud Boole in a way, you know. Bud was a big guy.
Yeah.
Big, tall guy. He was a funny guy, wasn't he?
He was a character.
I think his last name was actually P-O-H-L. Bud Poole. Bud Poole. He was a funny guy.
Look at them. I mean, I don't understand how these balls are breaking like this. It's pretty unbelievable.
Bobby, there's not too many pool players that you ever met that I didn't meet, and there's not too many I ever met that you didn't meet.
Yeah.
Anybody that got out and got around a little bit, we all knew. The only guys you might not know and I might not know are guys that were local, that stayed in one area.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of guys like that in the old days. Every town had a couple, 2 or 3 good players that didn't travel.
I had a lot of customers across the country, man. I'd stop in, beat them out 2,000 or 3,000.
They'll come back for a year, right?
I'd stop in once every 6-8 months, and I was in action.
Ooh. He'd come down there and try to break those balls up, but it was a tough shot.
There's our next Hall of Famer right there.
Mark Tatamy, formerly Mark Tad. Boy, he could play some, couldn't he?
Shoot, yeah, he could. That's when he weighed like 170, 160.
Yeah, right. He's doubled in size.
Look at this shot here.
3 rails. He hit it.
No rail.
He did not get a rail. And
look at these balls. Dink, 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 dink.
We're going to have a tie game here in a minute.
Yep.
Skyler is not running away with this match, that's for sure. You knew Pancho, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What a character he was. know if anybody really knew his real name. It definitely wasn't Pancho. I think Freddie is the only guy that really knew what Pancho's name was. I remember Johnson City in the late 60s when I was there. He played, and his name on the board was Vince Furia, Furia. But Freddie told me once his real first name was Harvey something, like a Jewish name, like Harvey Scheinblum. I mean, really.
No. He made it a little harder on himself than he needed to there, buddy.
Yeah. It looked like he could roll forward and come
he
off
had
the
three
rim.
balls. How could he get out of line on those? Yeah.
Well, all he's got to do is shoot a stop shot.
I know,
just make this ball with a stop shot, and he'll be all right.
But this is kind of a little bit nice
Just gotta
and
make the ball.
smooth, nice and smooth. Oh, he hit it good.
That's all right.
Good shot.
Listen, this guy's used to shooting on a 9-footer, so that's not so hard for him. It's kind of nice if you're this tall, you can reach everything.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can reach everything. But, you know, the stance is much more uncomfortable for a real tall guy. It's hard to get comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
He opens up pretty good. He's down pretty good on the balls.
Wonder why Scott Frost isn't here for this tournament. That's kind of weird.
No talent. He doesn't like playing on small tables.
No, but he's won the run runner. He plays good on the bar table. I know he plays good.
He just made a pretty good score playing Efren in that big challenge match.
I thought he'd be here. He's one of the big favorites to win this.
Well, he can play all these games, that's for sure.
I got to be nice or he'll rag on my commentary. I got to say something nice about Scott. Scott's actually my hero. He is.
No, he's not. Don't lie to me.
Because he's going to pay me big money to do commentary in his next event.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah. Big money.
Well, if he's going to pay you big money, he's going to have to pay me double.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're in there with me, bub.
I would love it. I would love it. We're a good team. We're going to stick together.
5 to 5.
Remember Abbott and Costello and Martin
right.
Lewis?
Yeah.
LeBlanc and Helfert. We're the new team, man. We're the new comedy team in pool.
That's us.
He made a ball, but he's going to have a challenging one ball to start this rack.
Jack up, shoot it in the left corner, bounce off the rail.
Kind of reminds me of Bob Osborne a little bit, too. Tall, lanky guy.
He beat me in Long Beach. I was like 19.
Bob Osborne come to California, beat Jimmy Reed. I was in with Jimmy.
That's where he beat me.
After he started beating Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, you got to leave this guy alone. But, you know, Jimmy went off completely. He wouldn't quit till he was broke. I was in the first set. We played, what'd they play? 4 ahead, 1 pocket for 200. No, they played race to 4, 1 pocket for 200. Remember, this is like 1970.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after we lost that
Look at
one.
this shot, will you?
Yeah, good shot. After we lost that one, I pulled up. So I only lost 100. Jimmy and I were in for 100 each. We were partners. Jimmy ends up losing like 600 to Bob.
Playing 1 pocket?
Playing 1 pocket. Lefty Bob could play. Bob Osborne could play.
Yeah, I played with 9 ball on the bar table. I played bad, and he beat me. I might not have won anyway, probably.
He was a pretty strong player.
Yeah.
He was one of the strongest road men of that era.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me.
His birthday was last week, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's 70.
Wow. He tried to hold that ball, but couldn't quite do it.
Oh, what is he going to do here?
He's made this a very challenging rack.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I just don't see no way. You know, maybe he could just go across that 4 ball, bank it down towards the 5, and put the cue behind the 8. Is that possible? You know what I mean?
I think he would need more of the cue ball to be this way, Jay. You know?
Maybe
or
a little bit.
You know?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, he could put the cue ball behind that whole group of balls there. If you just bank the 4, straight back down towards the 5.
With top left, go behind them balls.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. That's all right. He did good. He did good.
Good shot. Nice. That was a hell of a nice shot.
If I could coach him, he'd go deep.
I want you to coach me next time I get in the match. Nice call there.
I'll tell you what, if I can coach somebody playing one pocket, I guarantee you they're going to play good. I told Dennis, I said, Dennis, you play anybody you want if I can coach you. Because Dennis ain't going to ever miss anything.
Yeah.
Dennis he overlooks shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's his weakness still in one pocket. We're talking about Dennis Orculio. I mean, he plays as good as anybody alive, and he is a great one-pocket player, but he overlooks, Bobby, some of the simple shots. He just doesn't see them. He's so offensive-minded. All right. Skyler's going 2 rails out of the corner into the 4-ball. It's going to work out all right. Oh, no. Boy, how did that ball get past the 8 and go in that corner pocket? I guess
she never even called me by my name.
Huh?
She never even called me by my name.
Who's that?
That song. You don't have to call me darling, darling. Tom T. Hall, the entertainer's entertainer. You know that song? I got drunk the day my mama got out of prison.
Sing it, Bobby.
And he went to pick her up in the rain. It's one of my favorite tunes.
A lot of people don't know Bobby LeBlanc drives a Honda Valkyrie. Valkyrie. What is this, 6-cylinder Honda? Unbelievable.
And it's bad, too.
When I seen that thing, I said, oh, my God. I drove motorcycles, but I never drove anything that big. It looks like a small block Chevy engine in there.
It's fun to ride.
I'll bet. Put me up on the handlebars sometime.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mr. Reich is ready to take the lead. Skyler had him 5-3 a moment ago.
This is no easy pattern here. The 7 don't go. I mean, he can't get on the 7 to shoot it down here.
He's going to have to slide up and bump that 6-ball. I mean, bump that 9-ball, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to bump the 6. He wants to bump the 9 if he can. Let's see. I can't tell if he's got – I think he's got a little bit of an angle on the 5. Probably enough.
This is not –
He's got a little bit of an angle. He's got the stroke for it, that's for sure.
He didn't get there.
He fell a little bit short. He could bank across corner, but this is a guy that he's very defensive-minded in spots like this. He's looking in a way where he can hide him. He'd like to duck that cue ball someplace.
If he could bank it across the corner and slide by that 9, but he's ducking. This is tricky because he just doesn't want to hit the side of the 9. Right, Jay?
What about just going easy, soft off the top of the 6-ball and just sliding the cue ball up above the 9? You know, don't try to do too much.
Yeah.
Just put the 9 between those 2 balls. That's not a real hard shot if you get your speed right. Do you see what I'm talking about, Bob?
Yeah, but
just slide off the top of the 6-ball. No, he's going the other way. He's going around the table. He's trying to put him behind the 8. Watch. He did good.
Look at this. Oh,
I
thought he made it. I like that shot. He hit that ball. He hit that ball really nice. Nice speed.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. The only danger there was scratching.
I'd bet here that Sky makes this ball.
$1? You want to try to get even?
Lay me 2-1.
You got it.
All right, I'll take it.
You got it. If you win, you're $1 ahead.
All right.
We're betting dollars, folks. Just $1 bills.
I'm getting 2-1.
Yeah. He's definitely taking dead aim on this shot. Oh my God, Bobby! I feel so bad for you. That ball charged.
I got robbed. Is all I can tell you.
Now you owe me $2.
I know it.
Boy, I got you stuck, man. I got you really stuck.
I thought he hit it good too. He
did hit it good. Are you kidding? He did hit it good. I got lucky again for the 19th time. You know I'm a world champion side better. You didn't know that?
Apparently. You and Billy.
Billy won't even side bet me. I got him so many times for 50 a pop. I cured him. Do you know when Billy was making all those lines on matches, he'd come to me and say, well, how's this guy play, blah, 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 blah.
Well, he knows you know everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
He never gave me any jelly, though. He owes me one. Billy, if you're out there, pay up, dude.
This guy's playing very relaxed. I like his game.
Yeah, well, he's just going about his business.
Yeah. He's only made one bad shot the whole match. He's made a couple real good ones.
Well, this guy, what he shows me is he's definitely capable of winning against anybody.
Oh, there's no
He's
doubt.
a player. He's a player. He ain't no joke. This is a guy that I would peg him, Bobby, as a working man at the table at home. Who, he jarred that one a little bit. And he probably only plays at his own. He's probably got a local pool room that he hangs out in, that he goes to after work.
Why can't we find out where he's from?
You know what? I'm sorry I didn't talk to him before the match, but he came out here right before the match started. I'm going to find out more about him. I would bet anything he's a working man. He's got a job. And I'll also bet he's got a table at home. And there's one pool room that he goes to, close to where he lives. I make a pretty good read on people. Sometimes I may be totally wrong. He may be a road man. I don't think so, though. I am going to find out after this match. I'm going to talk to him. If he wins, I'll talk to him. If he loses, I'm going to leave him alone. Skyler continues with that little soft tap break.
Oh, well, it's just.
Look at this one. Look at this wreck.
I don't even know how this even ever got.
I'm telling you, if you were here last month and watched Corey break, you'd
I've
say,
seen him do it. No, I've seen him do it. I saw him do it at the.
I mean, I'm talking about hitting the balls half that hard.
Oh, I know.
Half that
I've seen
hard.
him. He did that at the tar matches one time.
Yeah, but I told our buddy Ozzy, you got to have a rule where guys got to drive 3 balls past the side pocket or something.
Yeah, something.
I said that break that Corey was using was a joke. This is a close match here.
It's already 5 o'clock.
Our next match is at 5:30.
And that's who's that with?
That's Billy Thorpe and Justin Bergman. That's the semifinal match of the 10-ball. And guess who the winner plays? This man
Skyler.
right here? Skyler. Yeah. Skyler's looking ahead. Skyler's been looking ahead, and he better stay in the present because he's got his hands full with this guy, Brian Reich. Nice little pump there. Got right on it. Do you know Brian is from Scott Frost country, Phoenix, Arizona?
Really?
You would think we would have heard more about him because I know the best players from that area.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you never heard of his name.
I mean, I know Gus Brazino and that Bernie, Bernie Pettipiece plays good in one pocket. I'm familiar with most of the good players from that area. Scott has been the dominant player in Arizona for years. He must have won that state championship a dozen times now.
Yeah. He's my new sponsor for commentating.
He is?
Yeah, Scott is.
Scott's a good man. You know, he really helps a lot of people out.
Yeah, he does. He had that big fistful of hundreds, all them Texas 10s he was flashing. I said, some of that's mine for commentating. And he says, you got it. I'm going to keep him in his word.
Well, you tell him you want to have me, because I'll come join you. Okay?
Yep.
You put in a good word for me,
See
and
if
I'll
he
come
makes a
over
corner
there.
ball here. The 6. No, it didn't go. He made something else. Look at this.
So we're 6-6, racing to
Now,
9.
look at these balls. Dink,
Yeah.
dink, dink.
It's a race to 3.
I don't think that those corner balls go with the regular rack.
It's different. No question about it. When you use like one of those Delta 13 racks, it's totally different.
Or an old-time wooden rack like we grew up with.
Yeah.
I don't think those balls go.
No, it won't work the same. There's no question about it. What it is, these guys have figured out how to break with this magic rack, Bobby. A lot of play.
If I ever gamble with anybody, I wouldn't let them use that.
You better not do it with any guy that's a professional player, because they know that rack so well. It's a perfect rack, so they figured out how to break.
I mean, because it don't take no skill from here to run out. I can run out from here 9,000 times in a row. I mean, how can you not get out from here? Really, looks like.
Yeah, they make it look like 6-ball, don't they?
I mean, look.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not run these balls? Really? And it's because the ball's just going straight in the hole. He hit that ball nice. Did he get enough angle to get on the 3?
He looks pretty straight. He may go down and come back up above the 3 ball. Or he might just draw the ball. He's thinking about it. He's giving it some thought.
Yeah, he needs a little angle on the 3 to get back there to get on the 4.
I don't care what he does as long as he doesn't start pointing at the balls.
He's pointed once. Uh-oh.
Ooh. That ain't what he wanted to do. He was trying to get out of that corner and get above the 3 ball.
And he still got all right. He can just use a little top left here and go down the...
Yeah, because the 4 will pass the 6 in that corner.
This is not hard.
Well, he got a little bit of a tough angle on that 3. He'd like to have been...
Yeah, but...
A little bit. Bobby, he was lucky. He almost
got
scratched.
Real lucky.
Yeah, he almost scratched.
Caught the point.
No good.
Look at this.
No good.
What a huge miss that is. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
This is 9-ball. That counts. That counts.
Oh, really?
Yep, this is 9-ball. You don't have to call anything.
Oh, man, lucky thing.
Oh, Skyler's sick. Skyler's, he's grimacing in his chair. There he is. There's Skyler.
Wow,
he's not happy.
That.
He's moaning and groaning right now.
Can you imagine? He locked that ball in.
He missed it so bad he made it. Well, you said it was an easy rack, but turned out not to be so easy.
Shot it
for
right
this
to
guy.
the point.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he had a little bit of a tough angle on it.
Yeah, it wasn't a hanger. I'd use low left and come and hit the middle of the long rail over there.
Sure.
Just like that, just like that.
What's wrong with that?
Perfect.
You know, he could stop right there and then just shoot the 7 down in the corner.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
Yeah, you're right. He's drawing above it. He had a little angle. I didn't see that. That helped.
But he got, you know.
He's okay. He can just use low right English and spin one rail. Come to the second rail, he'll be right on the 9. Watch.
Yeah, he'll be right over here in the middle diamond, just like that.
There it is. See, second rail, right on the 9.
Middle diamond.
Middle diamond. For the lead. 7-6. Skyler's smiling. You know, the way we play 10-ball today, you can't luck the ball in, and I got a feeling that maybe that should be the rule in 9-ball now. It's a good rule. If you get lucky like that, yeah, it's... Billy Thorpe waiting in the wings. He'll be playing Justin Bergman next. Little soft tap. Ball went in. All the balls are spread out.
I just
2 balls went in.
look at how the balls are sitting.
Yeah.
I don't. It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, I've been watching it for a while, so I'm not surprised. Corey Deuel is the innovator, man. He comes up with these things, and everybody copies him. He could just go forward and shoot that 4 ball on the side.
Mm-hmm.
He's not shooting quite so fast now. I don't really understand what all the dilemma is here.
There's only one holding. There's only one pocket and shoots 4 in.
Ooh. He missed that ball, Bobby. He just, he kept walking around and looking at the 4 ball. Brian's taking a break. We got a couple minutes here, folks.
He shot it right into the middle diamond. You see where he hit it? He hit it into the middle diamond.
He just took that shot for granted. He was so concerned. You know that happens to players.
All that walking around.
You know what happens, Bobby? Players get so concerned. We're going to take a commercial.
The future of billiards training is here. Introducing the DigiCue, a small electronic coach that fits inside of a custom rubber housing and attaches to the butt end of any pool, snooker, or carom cue. Simply slide the DigiCue onto the butt end of your cue, push the power button, and then play the game of your choice. The DigiCue constantly monitors your stroke for inconsistencies and gives you immediate feedback by silently vibrating when it detects jab strokes, steering, body English or movement, standing up during your stroke. The DigiCue will force you to bear down on every shot. It will condition you to keep your head and body still during your follow-through, leading to a lasting improvement in the consistency of your stroke. The DigiCue comes in 3 different modes: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Get serious about your game. This is Cue Training Evolved. Can you beat the DigiCue?
Back of the table, Brian Reich. He got a gift by Skyler Woodward. Skyler Woodward hung up that 3 ball.
Yeah, that was freaky.
You know, it kind of looks easy sometimes, but you still have to make the balls. And these diamond tables will bite you if you're not careful. See, Brian knows it almost doesn't matter where you get on the 4 if you can shoot it in the side. Look where the 6 is.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you get bad on 6 is to have the cue ball roll up behind an object ball. All I'd be doing here is getting the cue ball across the table any place.
Mm-hmm.
Any place. Because you're going to get on the 7 ball. Don't outthink yourself. That's okay.
It don't matter where you get.
It really doesn't. You don't want the cue ball on the rail, but even if you're on the rail, you're all right. He's going to go up to the end rail and come back down the middle of the table. As long as his speed control is good, he'll be fine here.
What time is the next match? 5:30?
5:30. Yeah. We're going to go straight through 3 matches here, 5:30, and then the finals at 7.
And then that's it?
Well, you got to stay longer, Bob. You got detention after school.
Look at this.
Well, he had the right idea. He just didn't go far enough. If he'd have hit a little bit harder, he'd have been fine.
He's made this a little tricky.
What's his name then?
Ron.
Ron. Yeah. Nice guy. He's actually a pretty good cue repair guy, too.
Look at this shot. Is he going to make it? Missed it.
No. Wow.
Well, he should have got 2 feet closer to that ball.
Right.
When he's had the other ball hanging.
Right.
He's got to get 2 feet closer. How can he come up that short?
I'll tell you what, this has been a pretty sloppy match, really.
How could he come up that short?
Even Skyler come up a little bit bad here. I mean, look at this. Skyler is out of sync in this match. This is not going to do any good for his confidence when he plays the finals. I mean, we're playing 9-ball, and Skyler's just having lots of trouble. Look at what he's got to do here. Just to keep from scratching. He did it. He got there, but...
This other guy has to be sick. He would put him on the hill.
Right.
Just can't believe he didn't come up at least 2 feet more after playing this long. He should have the speed down better than that to where he's stopped. You know.
Well, I agree with you, but
I don't know how he didn't.
The other guy I thought might come over. Well, he doesn't like playing these tables anymore, but he's done good on them. Is John Schmidt. He's over there in California, not so far away. Look out. Boy, look at this jammed up bunch of balls here on the left side.
They sounded funny when he broke them too, didn't they?
2, 4, 5, 6, all jammed together. This is a problem rack, and I think that we may see Skyler shoot that 1 ball down there to the end rail and put the cue ball behind the 3, use the 3-7 as blockers, possibly.
And that's pretty much the only way he can do it, because he can't come off the 1 and go into those balls, because he's going to run right into them.
You know, he could shoot the 1 off the end rail between the 3 and the 9 and have the 1 go up like where the 4 is. And put the cue ball right there. Thank you for pointing, Skyler. You helped me there. That's where he'd like to put the cue ball. And if he can send the 1 ball up there behind that cluster of balls, he's created a problem for Brian. This is a real critical game right here. The winner's on the hill. Skyler has had his hands full in this match, mainly due to his own misgivings. He's made several unusual errors. Well, he just did it the way I said first. He just used the 3 and the 7 as blockers.
If he kicks this ball and hits it on the left side, the cue ball's going right behind them balls.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be hard for him to hit it. Look at that. He's got no path. I don't think he can shoot between the 3 and the 7.
Can't tell from here. Looks like he can. Doesn't it?
Well, he's looking like he has a
No,
window.
he's jumping.
Wow. Yeah, he can't kick at it. He's got to jump. Wow. Man overboard. And Skyler will get ball in hand, but this is not an easy run out.
I bet he 3 fouls. No, he's going to
try and do something.
He's going to knock all these balls loose.
He can do it with the 2 ball.
Uh-huh.
And the good news is the 3's in front of the other side pocket, so if he breaks them out with the 2 ball, he will have. That's the 3 ball right by his hand. Skyler's already made a few bad decisions in this match. Maybe he'll do the right thing this time. He's trying to break out these 3 balls.
he just got to draw into it hard. Draw into the 6.
Move them all. Move them all if you can.
Draw into the 6, and the cue ball hits the 4, knocks it out of there, and everything. And it's going to stay right there.
Yeah, just if you draw that cue ball between the 4 and 6, everything spreads. But you got to hit it with a little authority. You don't want them bouncing back and getting between you and the 3 ball. If you play this one too delicate, you can get in trouble. You want to. Draws into that 6 ball. He can't leave that 4 or 5 where there's. He's got to break that 4 and 5
he's got to split them ball. Just like that.
That's the right idea. Wow, he really hit it hard, though. Well, fortunately for him, the 3 will go. I'm pretty sure the 3 will go past the 7. And if he lays that cue ball on the rail, yeah, but the 5 is a problem. He can shoot the 3, lay the cue ball on the rail, and make the 4, but the 5 is stuck up there against the 8 ball. That's why he's shaking his head right now. Skyler has had his problems all throughout this match.
Poor Skyler. Huh?
You feel for him?
I do. Poor Skyler.
Well, he gave himself a little angle here.
He can draw into it now, maybe. Maybe.
Let's see.
No, I don't know if he can draw. He might. Yeah, he needs more of an angle to draw into it, Jay.
He's looking at it like he wants to do something. With what we've seen so far in this match, he better make sure he makes the 4. He doesn't get too carried away with what he's going to do with the cue ball.
It's funny because if he draws a ball, he's going to come about 3 inches from missing the 8. You know, he's right there where he's going to.
He can't really go forward, can he? Because the 9's probably in the way.
Yeah. If the 9 wasn't there, he could hit that middle diamond.
Right.
Or in between and go right toward him, but he's going to catch the 9. I think the 5-8 goes.
Why doesn't he just slide over right? Yeah, where he put his cue right there. And play a safe, shoot the 5 away, and stick the cue ball behind the 8. What about that? That's the shot right here. He could even bank it if he went. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to hold that cue ball right behind the 8 ball. Kind of like that. That's good. He laid that cue ball right against the 8.
He's going to kick it across the table.
You know, the funny thing is, you don't want to mess up if you have to give up ball in hand, it's going to be hard for Skyler to make the 5 ball. Look at the 5. It's got no pocket except to bank it cross side.
No, it goes down here, doesn't it?
How? Where's he going to put the cue ball?
Yeah, maybe.
The only place you could make that
I
ball
can
is
see now. Looking over there, you can see.
You could make it in the lower left corner if you put the cue ball right against the rail.
Yeah.
That's the only place.
And then it's hard not to foul.
Yeah. I think this guy's going to hit it. I think he's going to hit the ball. But he might as well have given him ball in hand.
Well, Skyler dodged a bullet this match. That guy should have got out last game.
It's not over.
No, but it ain't far from over. 2 ball in the other corner.
You know, you would think that he would be running out rack after rack like this, but he hasn't.
No, I know.
He has not. This is a little tricky because he's got to cut that in and use some left English and hit it slow. He's got to make a good shot to get on the 2.
It's easier. Look, if you look at the table, it's so much easier. That looked hard on the monitor, but
if the cue ball stops, look at this. Wow, that cue ball. If it had rolled another half inch, he'd have no shot. At least now he can cut it in, but he's got to turn the cue ball loose. The cue ball's going to run into those balls. It's going to run right into the 9.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good. He went too far. Bobby, he went too far by a couple inches.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He's playing safe. He's playing safe.
I wouldn't play safe here. No, you just shoot the ball in the hole.
Oh, that was interesting. I like that shot. Got a little creative. But he's not out of the woods yet. Actually, he's got a good shot at the 4. I got to look at that table and make sure I know the 4 from the 3 from the 5. I thought he was shooting a 3 ball. He's got the 4, so he's in good shape. Just go around those balls. There you go. Skyler should get out here to win the match. If he could just keep everything under control for a few more balls. Good thing he didn't brush that 8 ball. Roll forward softly. This is a nice little soft shot. Yeah, he fell a little short. He'd like to have been 6 to 8 inches further down table. Eight ball in the corner. Just let the cue ball slide over for the 9. For the match, Skyler Woodward. He struggled, but he won. Nice shooting by Brian Reich. He made a match out of it. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with our semifinal match in the 10 ball in just a few minutes.